Most people are still not willing to accept or even entertain the idea that hybrid reptilians are in control of this planet and perform blood rituals and ceremonies using humans as the source of food and hormones. I wish it were not true. But I cannot change history, current events, or what I know to be true. In true reality, there is no such thing as chaos. Chaos is simply a pattern not yet understood or perceived. Think about an ant crawling over a designed, tiled floor. The ant may seem confused or disoriented, not knowing which way to go. But a human being watching the ant from a higher perspective clearly sees the floor pattern and knows which way the ant can get to its destination. To the ant, there is only perceived chaos. To the human, there is a prescribed pattern. To the controllers, the humans are the ants. The controllers are interested in directing the people in such a way that they do not know that they are being directed. The controllers work slowly and methodically from a global perspective to accomplish their goals. With awareness, you too can perceive order from the chaos, make some conscious decisions, and gain control of your own life and destiny. Once the hybridization program was complete, the Sumerian leaders were now shape-shifting reptilians. The new reptilian hybrid became the elite of that culture. Their blood, because of the increased reptilian DNA, contained more of a copper content. Since copper-based blood turns blue-green upon oxidizing, these reptilian hybrids were called blue bloods. The blue bloods quickly realized that with a 50-50 human-reptilian genetic split, it was necessary to intermarry to maintain the 50-50 split bloodline necessary to shape-shift. When the split increased too far to the reptilian side, shape-shifting became difficult, and holding human form became impossible. In these cases, it was discovered that the ingestion of human hormones, flesh, and blood, allowed the reptilians to maintain the human form. This is why the pure reptilians under the earth are coming to the surface, and fires are being set in those areas to keep people away. Human form was necessary to maintain to avoid scaring the population, which was now not accustomed to the reptilian form. Control of the masses was easier when the orders came from a humanoid. The reptilian format was kept to religious icons and legends. The statues of their gods and goddesses reflect the reptilian influence, even showing a female reptilian holding a hybrid baby. The sacrificial animal used by most Middle Eastern people was the wild boar, so the Syrians chose it as the basis for this new animal hybrid. Human genetics were mixed with those of the wild boar to create the domesticated pig. This animal was served daily to the blue bloods as a method of temporarily maintaining their human form until they could use an actual human in a sacrificial ceremony. Because the domesticated pig is a combination of human and animal genetics, eating it is a form of cannibalism. This explains why the Hebrews considered it unclean to eat. This is also why the pig is considered to be the most intelligent animal on earth, why pig skin can be grafted directly onto humans in burn cases, and why pig heart valves can be used in humans with little difficulty. Cancer drugs and other chemicals are often tested on pigs before humans. The domesticated pig frequency, or group mind, is the perfect vehicle for animal species to enter before entering human form on their evolutionary progression. In many respects, pigs can be considered a form of humanity. To a lesser degree, the same is true about cats. The manifest destiny of the United States was created to expand the territory of the Aryans at the expense of the native populations. As always, the Illuminati seek to destroy native peoples and their cultures. This is an attempt to destroy their knowledge of God-mind, as well as the possibility that the natives will impart this information onto others. Especially important is their need to eliminate native cultures with ancient knowledge of Atlantis and Lyri. The original pyramids, built after the destruction of Atlantis, were energy points. They were the same shapes underground as above, making them into octahedrons. At their center is a tetrahedron. This master shape is the archetype symbol for God-mind totality. Anything at its exact center is absolutely protected. The octahedron is also the shape of the delta T antenna used at the Montauk project. This shape, when energized in the proper color codes, causes interdimensional rifts, creating vortices and wormholes. Rituals performed at this center point produce vast energies that can be transmitted through hyperspace to anywhere in creation. Some researchers claim that the pyramids were pumping stations for underground Nile tributaries. This is only partially true. Because water is an electromagnetic amplifier, it was used to surround the ritual chamber located in the delta T to boost ritual energy. Using these methods, the ancient Egyptians controlled weather, destroyed enemies, created stargates, and boosted their reptilian energies in ceremony. The natives that gave them the most problem were the Cherokee Indians, because this tribe retained most of their Atlantean knowledge. They were given ancient Lemurian and Atlantean outposts in the Andes and Sierras of Mexico. They tried unsuccessfully to recreate these cultures, including emulating the building of the pyramids, performing medical procedures, and finally, sacrificing to the reptilian gods. The same mixture was happening in North and Central America, creating the Toltecs, Mayans, and Aztecs. All of these cultures used blood ritual and human sacrifice. This indicates that they were themselves conquered by the reptilians and did their bidding, even though they were humanoid. All of the Central and South American cultures used snakes and reptilians as symbols. For this reason, these people were uprooted from their homeland in the southern Appalachian Mountains, and forcibly marched to Oklahoma on what is now known as the Trail of Tears. Many died along the way. Only a remnant remained in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia. In the north, the vast Iroquois, Mohawk nation was disbanded. The Montauk, direct descendants of the Atlanteans who called their leader Pharaoh, were systematically eliminated.